Good afternoon, esteemed traders and investors. Today is Tuesday, December 30th. I present to your attention another market review for Forex. As always, I am glad to be here with you today. So we have pre-holiday days, which also include some fake outs, as well as some huge and significant moves in gold. Let's take a moment to discuss these events and other interesting movements that are visible on the chart. Let's go. So let's go ahead and start with the gold quotes, which, as you know, just keep coming in and keep coming in one after another. And by the end of the year, they finally tested the mirror level. Let's call it 4,379 per troy ounce. As I predicted, the New Year's fixes went off with a bang, just as I had confidently expected. And as I promised earlier, there was indeed a reversal, speaking in the analytical language of all the buyers who jumped in at the highs, thinking they were the smartest in the room. The massive gold crash led us right up close. We approached some very interesting, significant and notable levels that were left behind in the market back in mid-December. And as one of the potential opportunities to consider, if you believe in gold's decline, you could potentially play a combination like this. The euro-dollar currency pair is also currently stalling at the highs in the current trading environment. Let me remind you that on December 24th, another high was broken. Right now, we're currently seeing a slight sawtooth movement, but in my personal opinion, it's definitely worth considering buying at better prices, specifically around 1.17380. If the opportunity arises, you can confidently go long from exactly this level. The pound-dollar currency pair has an upward trend at the moment. Let's see if there was a liquidity grab at this spot. Yes, unfortunately, there was. So, for that reason, we really can't call this a base at all. In my opinion, I think you should also consider buying at even better prices right here, if possible. There aren't any at the moment. The Australian dollar is also ending the year quite high, both on the daily and weekly charts. There are no reversal patterns yet. There are bases below, so there is room to fall. But there are no bearish breakouts.
Looking for real trading advantages? Forex offers the lowest spreads and commissions. On major currency pairs, our conditions are better. Lower spreads and only $5 commission instead of $7. That's real savings for every trader. And now, let's get back to the market review.
The US dollar-Canadian dollar is ending the year with a strong downward move. Let me remind you, it's in a large three-wave structure, and right now it's in the third wave, which should break through the lows of 2023 to 2024. We can take part in this if we get better prices from pullbacks, which haven't happened yet. If the price goes higher, we'll start building up short positions. For now, there's nothing to do here. As for the dollar-yen is ending the year with a base at the highs. This situation is not very good news for those who are trying to sell this particular instrument. In my opinion, the devaluation of the yen is likely to continue for the foreseeable future, especially after the Bank of Japan's press conference, which actually sparked this new bullish impulse. And in principle, I think at the beginning of the year, we can expect the upward movement to continue. So far, we haven't broken through yet. The December lows, oil has finally tested the bullish reversal that I previously mentioned. So for those who bought in at that point, well done. There might actually be another second chance, another opportunity for a second entry. Almost $2 or at least $1.50 can already be made from this move. But I think that if Trump decides to give Venezuela a New Year's present, we could potentially see a significant move like this happening in the market. Bitcoin is just stuck in a range, but I think that's just pre-New Year sluggishness. It's not falling, not growing at all. The price at 87,000 suits everyone here. For now, I have no idea, no understanding at all. The instrument really should drop. They've thrown in a bunch of pins. There's a lot of money below, so it should go down and at least take out the buyers.
I also want to remind you that every Forex client automatically receives loss insurance. For every $1 of compensation, only $4 of your friend's investments are required. Just submit a request, and your losses will be recovered. Let's continue with the review.
The American stock market has set new all-time highs again. Well, at least the S&P 500 has. The Nasdaq hasn't done it yet. Buying is expensive, and there haven't been any interesting breakdowns to sell yet. There haven't been any tests of long breakdowns. Both instruments are just trading sideways, so we leave them alone. Dollar franc is stuck at the lows, just sitting there, accumulating cash. Notice how it sits, then drops down, then sits again. I think it will eventually break down and set new lows for the current year because it's already under two short signals, right here. Canadian dollar franc. Let's move to this instrument, then the grid. We'll build a grid of limit buy orders below the year's lows, but for now, leave it alone. Australian dollar. Canadian dollar is ranging at the highs. If it breaks the year's high, we'll set a grid of limit sell orders with a 500-step interval.
With InstaForex, you can triple your profit. For every $4 of your friend's investments, you automatically get an extra $1 added to your profit, with no extra conditions.
New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. If it breaks the year's lows, we'll build a grid of limit buy orders. For now, leave it alone. Australian dollar. New Zealand dollar isn't falling, but we're waiting for a deep correction to lock in shorts at 1.6000. Euro. Australian dollar is holding within a range. We're waiting for higher prices to sell. Euro. Canadian dollar, grid of limit sell orders, and basically all euro crosses are for selling after massive profit taking.
We also have a great offer. Fund your account and get a 30% tradable bonus. Trade with additional capital and expand your opportunities with InstaForex.
As I promised, all of these truly climactic, absolutely enormous giant candles. My friends, this right here is the climax itself. That is, after this, the market either transitions into a flat phase or starts a reversal. The wave structure has played out here, but let me remind you that there's still a consolidation area left, and after some time, we could very well break through it. So I think that the rather crazy rally in silver at these price levels has, at the very least, come to an end. Something like that. Basically, that's all for now. Friends, InstaForex offers a free consultation with a personal trading consultant. Follow the link in the video description, fill out the callback form, and gain access to exclusive offers and special trading conditions. BRT Plus for risk-free trading. That's all. Trade with InstaForex, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for new reviews.